Hello, and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We're about to invade the lands of Sanguine the Atoner. And I was wondering about the blood on her face. I think most people that are cannibals would still like, because that's what it is, right? She's a cannibal. Yeah, ritual cannibal. Um, Most people are able to eat their meat without getting it all down the front of the face. So I'm assuming that her looking like this is a choice. Maybe it's a part of a ritualist thing. You sending another invasion force, of course, because I didn't go up and deal with you, because I just don't have time. Okay, we want more mana. I thought I finished my turn last time, but I guess I missed some things. Okay, well. What was that? Huh. Okay, well, I can invade, attack this turn. Are you actually coming for me? Yeah, okay, so we're losing this next turn. That's fine. Do they have another force? I'm not seeing anything. How about from up here? Yep, the other player decided to attack us, so we're being attacked here as well. Really surprised they're not going for this completely undefended, unwalled city, but they know it's there. Preferable. What landmarks? Vestir Imperium. No, we're good. Although, on the Imperium front, we do have the ability to get this now. Which means all of our legendary rank not even. Is it just champion? Champion Vow of Healing. Oh no, Order of the Berserker. Okay. Order of the Soul Warden. Yeah, we got a bunch of branded buffs. Neat. Should probably clear this first, unfortunately. We can still start the siege this turn. Alright, no casualties. Wand of Polymorph. Oh, that's neat. Who are we going to give that to? Maybe to you? Not really sure how good your performance is going to be in general. 20% crit chance. Crit's also modified by morale, so that can be good. Could do that. Morale bonus to itself and allies when killing an enemy is okay. Not super keen on the defense, but the extra attacks eventually is pretty good. And don't really care about going down the skirmish tree. So I guess we'll take the crit chance. Have we got anybody else in the area? I guess we'll start the siege next turn. We won't be too hasty here. Oh, we managed to lose somebody. Oh. New tome time. Just powering through these now. Next I want to do Sanctuary. Let's see what we get.
My faith is my shield. I am
Summon,
armored by
no.
love.
Keeper's Mart
I shall envelop the world in
reduces
this
unit
armor
upkeep
to safeguard it
and
bless
saves
it
us from
with
taking
healing
fatal
light.
damage once per fight.
I am the bastion of the weak.
That sounds pretty
I
good.
fortify the strong. The warriors
Yeah, I
of
don't really care
truth
about that
follow
either.
in my wake. Like
We'll do the Keeper's Mark. Okay, more mana. Good, we're gonna need it. You're a scholarly governor, so that's not the issue here for you. We got money somehow. You actually finished something. Okay, well, let's get those walls. I mean, I guess we did just take a whole bunch of high-level fights on the ocean. Okay, from here... we can inflict status... Yeah, I think we just do that and go across. Our ruler is leveled up. We're very close to killing momentum. Vicious Killer. Increased morale penalties when killing an enemy. And we also weaken and cause remorse. Yeah. This is ready. It's going to nuke our mana even more. Whispering Stone returned because we are maxed out with our vassal. Okay. That is good. This is our second best city, I think. Oh, you're recruiting governor. That's why we get the ogres. Yeah, you guys are okay, but could be so much better. Free city can be integrated, but we're not going to. That would be counterproductive. Okay, we're about to lose that city, probably. Okay, we don't need this open. Domain's been invaded. Our scout is back. Cool. Oh, you are expensive. The double Imperium cost is kind of painful too. But I'm going to assume that you're worth getting. Never actually used these units. They're new to the, well, to an older patch, but I wasn't playing this game for a while. Alright, and before we end turn, we have one very important thing to do. Which is...
Hey!
out of range. I guess they could force march it if they really wanted to. If they really wanted to get to me. But I don't know if the AI is smart enough to use force march. And I do want to have vision of this area. So we will keep that down. And if they run away from the mountain, I'll just move back. I assume they've got this. Did they not? Province is being pillaged. Okay, annoying, but it's fine. Okay, sure. Guardian orcs. What happened here? Training camp leaves in 5 turns. Well, I have money now. So I should probably get an extra skill point on somebody. Do I care who, though? I guess I would look at them to see... I will probably get the health on my leader, because... Oh, Hazen as well. No, I think I will get it on the leader. And then, if I look at my heroes... Come on. If I look at my heroes... Well, he would get killing momentum in 1 level. And there's a bunch of stuff in here that I wouldn't mind getting. As for this character, I don't really care. It's just more generic stuff. Death Knight's kind of already done. I don't know what I'm doing with this hero. This character's kind of done. Don't know what I'm doing with them. Alright. So easy choice in the end. Intensive training for the leader. Grab killing momentum. It's a nice ability to have. Okay, well, we just have to go for both of these, right? So... Can we siege from the water? I know you guys don't have to be in range when I start this. Yeah, 4 turns. Now, I'm actually not going to do this. Because... Oh, raiding party now gets you evil alignment. I guess that makes sense. I'm gonna put them all on the ground, on the land, just to make sure that if any of them get attacked, they all get involved, because I don't want to start the siege and then only have 6 units randomly. Undermining the walls. Burn the battlements. I guess we'll harass defenders. That's kind of a good standby. It's pretty cheap. So we'll just do that. Interestingly, they never took this province. We'll actually get increased healing here, and you have the healing ability, right? Yeah. So we'll just ship that around a little bit, get some nice healing going while we wait for 4 turns. Okay, it was captured. It was shown as a hammer. Weird. Well, you can camp there. Any spells? I could summon another zealot. Zealots have enchantments. Okay. I made a choice. This is why I've been avoiding doing that. Because now I'm not going to be able to afford my new spell. Okay, I produced a monolith. And I didn't. Oh, because I produced a unit, that's why. Do any of you provide mana? Sanctuary provides mana. It also takes 5 turns to build. Maybe I have to dismiss that zealot. That might have been a mistake. Well, anything in particular I care about in terms of boosts? Not really. I just need foresters for those, and I don't have enough foresters anyway, so I guess we will probably get rid of the forester. Mana obelisk. Do I have to rush it? Cannot get a monolith, but I can get a sanctuary. I guess we get rid of the gold. I got that gold early on because I was short on money. But it's not like I'm building the... Are these the gold structures? Training hall? I guess they must be. Unique gold series for this faction. Yes, I lost the city. Of course I lost all of the provinces. I don't know why I had individual notifications for those. We can always just swap things out later too, so I could just like go mana, for example. Okay, ruler started a war. Good. The people that aren't at war with me are going to war with each other instead of going to war with me. You are just a single hero. You are pretty strong though.
Huh?
Supposedly, you would beat me in a one-on-one fight. I guess I don't need to look here. I can just look here. Hostile wild growth. A bunch of army bonuses, but no army. Are you sure? This unit looks pretty weak to me. Yeah. I was kind of expecting to lose that, but I was curious. Well, let's see how this plays out. I was expecting to be wrong in my analysis, is why I was expecting to lose that. They are getting spells. Okay, they do the wild growth. And then they're gonna run and hide. Which is the correct play. My scout is participating. I guess they have a sweep for their attack, and then we get retaliation because they were in melee. Rising Fury, so he's going to hit 5 stacks of that. That's a primal culture thing. So he will get his full Rising Fury stacks on his next attack. For all the good that's going to do him, because I don't think he's going to get a turn to do anything with it. No, he's going to do Hostile Wild Growth, which doesn't give him stacks. Okay. Well, that's a pretty nice item. Ignore 10% damage, ignore 2 status resist. So this is 1 status resist instead of whenever a friendly spell is cast, gain fortune. Maybe they highly value fortune? I'm a little bit confused by how the way tiers of items work, because I'm pretty sure I've seen some low tier items have identical stats to higher tier items. So whatever system they're using, whether they have a database they've populated or whether it's randomly generated, however it was done, it could use some improvement. Alright, and then we get Windfall here. Sell him. Helps with the mana issue slightly temporarily. Okay, he does have a Balor. but and he's level 10. He could be a lot stronger for sure. Well, we are probably losing that city. Could rush by this anyway. I don't need to. I do need to because if they siege the city, then it doesn't. It just gets cancelled. And I am in range. Alright. We are not going to build anything here because we're about to lose the city. So, merchandise, yes. Okay, so they decided they really didn't want to take the fight in the city. Well, this is probably gonna hurt. Ah, that hurt more than I was expecting. Quite a bit more than I was expecting. So what was the issue here? We had... like, basically the run is over if I just accept this. So I guess we might as well at least retry it. And if I don't win the fight, then I guess I'll just say it's over. Because if I lose this, I'm also losing my base at this time. So... right, this is confusing. Because I was sieging them. And then they attack me, and they still get the full benefit of their walls. Well, some benefit from their walls. They still get their siege engines. I kind of disagree with that. I think that if they're choosing not to sit behind the walls, because like the reason that they attack is to avoid my siege project. Although everybody is injured, so maybe my siege project just automatically triggered. So maybe them attacking me just gives me the immediate siege outcome. Okay, there's a Spelljammer in effect. Also, I have no mana, so, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm not casting spells. I mean, that could make a big difference. They have a lot of these longbows, which are range 5 with a range 7 long shot. Usable after each kill. Buff the mage. Wait, something's in range? No, it's just... Fire cloak, huh? I guess I kind of need to charge because there are these catapults. Yeah, so I kind of just have to do the dumb AI thing. I spend a lot of time agonizing about this, but ultimately I just need to be attacking. How much is a magical? Okay, that's just my basic attack, so. And you will use AoE. Okay, we'll just heal. Honor Blade. Wonder Greater Elemental Spirit. Oh, I see. I have to use this. And then it leaves me with an action, but okay, I can do that. But I mean, I can also just do it again, right? Refresh all ability cooldowns. Oh, not enough action points. Okay. Not sure how far ahead I want to go. Non-hero, I see. We'll just defend there for this turn. Should have blessed first, probably. Alright, see what they do. I feel like they don't have all that much. So it's just going to be a matter of closing the distance, because they've got a lot of archers, a lot of range. If I can get on top of them, then I'm probably in a good position. Okay, they are just standing back for some reason. Well, I mean, if I can destroy their catapults, then I will also stand back. Excuse me? Why am I missing? I guess it wasn't a guaranteed chance to hit, but it showed a skull, so I assumed that meant that the odds were in my favor. Okay, well, it's a catapult down. And if I just run the whole army over here, the thing is, like, they have pretty stupendous range. A 45% chance to hit. Fire spider. But there are caltrops. You are on a time delay. Hmm. That'll be damaged by units with the Demolisher. Apparently you have. Looks like my whole army has. No? No, it was just gonna let me do it even though I don't have Demolisher? Okay, silly game. Thought it was a hero ability I had somewhere. One, two, three, four. No. We've gotten one more hit, that would have been nice, but don't really have any particular strategy here. Trying to see what they're doing. Generally shifting to one side to avoid the catapults. That's obnoxious. But they're going to spend a few rounds just healing themselves from that damage that I did at the start of the fight. Okay, looks like they're ready to start actually fighting. Okay. Well, got that. That's a kill if I do it. Okay, let's just get the guaranteed kill. That is 2 towers down. Fortunately, these caltrops. Can you attack the caltrops? Yes. Interesting. So if I'm wanting to not charge in, like they're mostly melee on this side. So I could attack all these caltrops just to clear them out. And just make sure that you do not have the ability to attack walls before I do something stupid. Okay. So now I have a relatively safe spot to run to. Unfortunately, they have a lot of spirit resist, it looks like. Plus 50 HP. You basically have that. Okay, so breaking open this does give me a clean passage. And the Storm Spirits just by default have Demolisher. Also immune to bleed, I think. You are combat summon. Yeah, you're about to run away. Disappear. So I'm going to come up here. Shocking phase. Here. What is this thing? Vine beacon. Ah, that's what they're doing. Okay. Well. Okay, let's maybe not attack. Can we do this from range too? And this is things you learn when you actually do manual combat. I don't know if attacking all these caltrops is actually a good idea. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's mostly a waste of time. I am creating cleansing flames everywhere. So if I get debuffed, I can run in there with my zealous units, I guess. Don't have anybody injured here. Not really. So I do this. No valid target. No valid targets found. Okay, just charge you over here. You're also a combat summon that's going to go away after this turn. Okay, well. Might as well do something, I guess. Alright, this is going to be a very long, slow battle. We've taken out about half their caltrops and 3 of their 4 catapults. And if they're just going to hover around that beacon because they want the heals, then I will choose to ignore them. Okay, that was an Inquisitor shot. I think I have the ability to cleanse that. If nothing else, I can attack my Templar to create flame under him. Probably not the best strategy. Yeah, I kind of liked when they were just hanging back. Well, liked is relative. It was good for me when they were hanging back. It was kind of annoying because it means that the AI can be abused horrendously. I fully expect to win this battle. I will be surprised if I do not. Alright, Catapult, what do you do? Some damage. Okay, now you're coming to me. And you're hardly doing any damage. Now, doesn't the Pirate Templar have like a self-cleanse at the start of every turn? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different unit. I thought I read that somewhere. Or maybe it's a buff that came with this. Or it's just the Cleansing Flame, that's what it is. Not this guy. Yeah, he's still stunned. But if I... has negative status removed. So I just need to step back from you. Okay, well, what if I just killed you? What about that? Champion Seal of Transference was successful. What the heck does that even do? It inflicts Champion Seal of Transference. Enemy attacking units restore... Okay, so if I attack this thing, I just get healed? Is that what that's saying? Neat. Yeah, you are kind of very annoying, though. Alright, well, we'll take the hit. I can't use again for one turn. Oh. Oops. Oh, that's something. Okay, if we bring you forward... You were stunned. How did you turn to look? Alright, there we go. Deals damage in a 1-hex cone. Or enters defense mode and do a bunch of other stuff. Well, that looks pretty good to me. It'd certainly be nice to have more of those units. Okay, I think you're out of retaliations. So we can run back. Two-hex cone, huh? Or I can just attack. Which is a heal, and it would restore this. So I think that's more important unless this happens to kill a bunch of stuff. Not quite. If I back up with you... Okay, well I can get some heals. We didn't kill it. So now we can get the kill. And that gets us our momentum. Also the ability to do this. Which should give me an extra hex of movement. Yeah, okay, so these units, these heroes, start to get pretty strong. Okay, you are condemned. Probably fine. Okay, you... Well, now you trigger this because you get a heal and it comes back when you kill somebody. Unfortunately, you're not very zealous. Can I... There's nobody in range? Really? Oh, that's how that works. Okay, well... I guess... Yeah, I want to kill that, so I guess we run here. Get her hit. You charge forward, get your melee hit. And this refreshes, so you get to heal again. Now you get to move forward again. The momentum only triggers once per turn, so I will eventually per hex move, right. So I will only be able to do it once per turn is what I'm trying to say. Does that count as extra hexes moved? Pretty sure that summon was about to wear off, so might as well. Yeah, you are not super great. Let's run you up here. We're actually going to face the ruins, so that we're less likely to be flanked, although we're immune to being flanked because we're adjacent to our buddy. Okay, we could do a heal. Oh, that has only 4 range. Everybody's in range of 4. Okay. Oh. Yeah, this is slow. This is why I don't play these out. 5%, but it's showing as a kill? Let's see what that means. I'm expecting 0 damage. Yep, that's what I thought. Interesting. Alright, so we did take a little bit of damage from that catapult, which now needs to rearm for a turn. It's not that big a deal, honestly, but I prefer these units not be completely on their own against whatever's going on over here. So could do a purging blast and miss. Oh my god, turn 2, let's go. It's like turn 4 maybe, but... And because they're all injured because of those AoE lightning stuff, they're probably going to hover around that beacon. Yeah, those longbows, they can shoot pretty far. I didn't realize that I'm in range 7? Is that right? It says 4 is normal for an archer. Six is a long range attack. And then I guess +1 for the longbow? So now a question is, do I run away with my wizard? Or do I actually cast my big powerful spell? Assuming they don't finish him off somehow. Another summon spider disappeared. I mean, I had a big heal on somebody. No, I just used it. That's right. Okay, well you have a heal. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit more secure. Gains focus mastery, but I want to do this. Chaining evocation. Okay, these are not super weak enemies, so it's not as effective as you might like, but okay, these units are kind of useless back here. Let's Yeah, that's death, but I want to go forward with you. Maybe okay, that could be a kill. Gives you killing momentum. If I run back here, I have shelter, right? Is that a thing? There's a lot of archers. Okay, let's do this. Extra command. Good charge forward. I think this is where I start accepting losses. Who all else do I have? I can cram someone in there. Yeah, you three haven't moved yet. We're gonna save the dash momentum. You don't have a target. Defend. You, Honor Blade. Honor Blade and Zealot. If you had access... Yeah, I really do not care about the Zealot. I mean, it is legendary, but... Yeah, I think we'll start getting some meat shields out here. So that when you go forward... you're not just an only target. Same with you. Actually, you're gonna go right here. And then defensive strike. Technically, I also can cast my 5-cost spell one time, right? Because even with the Spelljammer, I just do still have enough for one counter stance. Okay, well now... you still have not moved. we do that, hopefully we can kill some models. Yeah, there's only 2 there now instead of 3. One hex radius heal. Would be a good hit if it hit. I'll go for the more likely hit. Condemn the Bannerman. Okay. Send the Chaplain up this way. So that next turn I can run up and bless somebody. I should just bless somebody this turn. Oh, people are already in range. Hold on. You already have 2 times strengthened. Stacks up to 5 times. 5. 5. I mean... Get more fortune. And might as well even. Critical hit. Alright, here. Well, it does hurt a lot if I hit. Presents them with a nice target to hit. We will retaliate. It's fine. This seems to be their stronger hero, so I have to move now, but I only have to move a little bit. Well, let's move over here, because that way you can't occupy multiple ranged units. Alright, why is it only a 5% chance to hit you? What sort of dodging nonsense do you have? Light-footed. Friendly units do not block movement. Quick reflexes, 25% harder to hit by ranged attacks, and that is going to be your whole faction. And then you're also at a wind barrier, which I'm assuming is coming from here. Yeah. Okay. So you're kind of an anti-archer unit, but don't really have anything else I can do. Oh, and we do have a debuff. Or a buff remover, rather. Alright, let's see what they do. This is where I might start losing stuff. Although buffs are back online, so they're probably going to spend a lot of time dealing with that. Oh. That ability is a full heal, it's not just 1 health. Clearly, I don't read my abilities all that well, huh? Thought it was a convert. Never mind. I was thinking of the thing I had that makes my units revive with 1 HP. I thought it was 1 HP, but then like stunned and pacified. Or maybe I didn't have enough mana to cast that. Oh, the pillar's gone, so that was a hero summon. Well, that's good for me. I need to check that hero again then, because that hero has an ability that lets them mind control. Which is a bit scary. Well, you did your job well of tanking for the entire army. Six damage for the catapult. Yeah, the catapult's not really worth worrying about, honestly. I just don't like taking free damage over time, but this is fine. So many statuses. There's a lot going on in these battles. Including a huge logjam over here. Alright, hero. Infecting. If base attack kills the target, it comes back as a decaying zombie under your control until the end of the battle. Alright, that explains that. Decaying zombie, but you look like my zealot. Is that a visual bug? I'm assuming it's a visual bug where they just didn't get updated. Yeah, 5%. Isn't great. You're probably dead. We will figure out what we're doing with you later. This full round action thing was summoning the spiders that got him killed, and the spiders weren't even that useful. I should have just not used it. Okay, so I want a whole bunch of people to run through here. Unfortunately, I also really want one of these, and you are the one in range. You're the only one who has one available. Hey, I guess I'm just not doing it then. That's how that works out. Move the army forward. I was hoping to get a heal, but okay, I can kill either one of these. I want you to go forward, so I'll take out the leader with the zealot. Goodbye, leader. You charge forward. Get your killing momentum. Those get you your heal back. And there's a lot of scary longbows up here. So we will do that. Okay, we're gonna grab these. So I can hit them both. Then it forces them to move, which prevents them from using a long shot. Could also do this. Oh, let's try it. Okay, units. Do we get +1 range for being on here? On a battlement? I think that's what I'm seeing. However, that would block everybody behind you. We don't want to step in that, so we're actually going to defend. you, I want... Okay, well, you actually can't get very far. Well, before we do that, then... I guess we should come over here and deal with this. Actually. Requires full round, but we only get... Well, we'll do this silly thing again. And then... try... I don't know how that works. Oh, I'm casting it on the wall. Really? Okay. I did not anticipate being able to do that, but that was pretty incredible. Kills the scary hero. Is resistant to physical attacks, not so resistant to magic. What do we got over here? Decaying zombies still here, but... you got your own zealot as well, huh? Well... Yeah, you guys are hard to hit because of your halfling-ness. However, I do have melee as well. So, you know what, I'm just gonna reposition. I don't like where I'm at. Some problems for the zealots, slow them down a bit. Okay, suddenly things are looking very good on this side. You're pretty tanky. It's a question, do I want to heal you? Friendly units in a 1-hex. Like, I could do this. Oh, that's a full cast. Wait, so what is this doing? Target friendly unit. Oh, I'm just picking one. I see. So again, I'm kind of just blocking the way. Yeah, I mean, this is why walls are effective. Okay, well, if that's what we're doing... I am actually going to burn this now. Just to get ahead. And then... I guess you can come up this way. I can't undo that because I ran through fire. Okay. I changed my mind, but you're still in range. Okay. Honor Blade is still good to go. Cleansing Flame is good for you because you actually have Zeal. I could run down here and hurt you, who is not engaged. But no, we'll... straight shot to maybe do something. 3 damage. And we removed Electrified. Is that even worth it? Wait, are you guys also zealots? Is that what's going on here? Okay. Great. I'm buffing my opponents with my abilities. Okay, that hurts. Eating a corpse? Sure. And waiting for all the end of turn damage effects to go off before it lets me move again. Yep. Okay, I can just kill them both. Probably should, but I also have so much stuff back here that yeah, I think I'm not going to. I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them with my mages. Because that lets me get a heal on my leader. Which triggers killing momentum. It also triggers second wind. And lets me do it again. Okay, got all my health back. I'll go for the archer. Burning. The Vowkeeper doesn't have zeal? Really? Okay. I need you to move. Yeah, that'll work. I think they have things under control over here. I mean, I can do that. This will charge you. So if I can do... a little bit of damage to you, that works. Killing momentum. This is a very powerful combination. come in here and hit those again? I could. You're dead, actually, honestly, so... Let's engage the other longbow. Probably should have done my archer first. Archer is stunned. Okay, never mind. Don't need to worry about that. The enemy is fleeing. Do you wish to claim victory and win immediately? Sure. Yeah, so we went from losing absolutely everything to losing possibly my 2 worst units. We got a bunch of Imperium for winning a fight. We've killed their leader. Killed a whole bunch of stuff. Turns out... Yeah, and then their walls are just gone. Turns out this game is pretty easy if you actually fight the enemies. But it does take a while, because I started that... the fight an hour? Close to an hour. Alright, also we get that Fist of Zombies, which is pretty nice, and some Enchanted Plate. Take reward, we'll deal with the equipment later. Spear Tree, Desperate Plea. Your only hope. Sanguine the Atoner is out to take my lands. I know I'm not one of your vassals. Aren't you? Spear Tree is literally my vassal. But if your heart favors mercy and kindness, please help us against this tyrant. They gain a grievance against me, but you know, legions, I mean, there's no point. An Avenger, New Dawn. New Dawn. Draft is blocked for 4 turns, but they gain an Avenger. I'm not building units right now because I can't afford it. Growth and production blocked. I'm less keen on that, although it is a good action. So you know what? We'll block draft for 4 turns and give our vassal a defensive unit, which, you know, I'm all for our vassal having a bigger army. City awaits its fate. Speaking of which, we have a new vassal over here. Migrate to Guardian works. If it wasn't an evil action, it would be tempting. Because I do have the... This is probably a better city than this one. But, no, we're going to vassalize the halflings. We will recapture... This is now a halfling city. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll just vassalize all of these. Also, we just took the thing where vassalizing things is faster, right? Gain 1 allegiance level when first vassalized. Converting conquered cities into vassals takes 1 less turn. Yeah, we do have that. So 3 turns instead of 4. Yeah, so Run's not dead. Turns out. And they don't seem to have anything here. I wonder if I could just fly in with a flying unit. I suspect not. I suspect that the walls prevent me from doing that. This isn't Age of Wonders 1. And Age of Wonders 1 was so good in so many ways. Something nice for simplicity sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, the halflings are pretty much done. I guess we will actually finish them off next time. Unless I do another big long fight. I will see you then.